You're watching Screen Junkies Central. Today's episode is brought to you by T-Mobile, the Uncarrier.
What's going on, everybody? Dan Merrill coming to you from Comic-Con 2016. The sun is setting on day 3, but Hall H is heating up because Marvel just dropped some huge information. The fans are filing out. We found out so much. Our first look at Spider-Man Homecoming, at Thor Ragnarok, casting news on Black Panther, a new Doctor Strange trailer, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 footage, Kurt Russell as Star-Lord's father, Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. So much to talk about. I'm going to talk to some fans. Hector Navarro is going to talk to some of the Marvel stars themselves. Let's get going. The Marvel panel just let out. You were in there. What was the standout for you? What was the biggest piece of news that came out just now?
The Black Panther cast coming out, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, Chadwick Boseman, and the latest cast member, Denai Guerrera. It's, as they've been saying on Twitter, Black Panther so lit.
That's true. We knew that Michael B. Jordan was in the movie. We did not know that he was going to be playing Killmonger, the villain.
Chad was a buddy of mine, so when I went as a fan, so when I saw Civil War, I was blown away. I feel like he, definitely stole a lot of scenes that he was in, if not all of them, and it got me that much more excited about being a part of this cast.
He's the next big thing. I mean, anybody who watched Creed knows this guy's in. Oh my! I can't even. Can't form words at this point.
And Denai Guerrera, a big surprise from The Walking Dead, now part of the cast of Black Panther.
In fact, when she came out, I completely lost my mind.
I'm super jazzed about seeing this cast assembled. I love Lupita.
I'm looking forward to kicking ass. Like, really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to bringing Wakanda to life and populating it. And, you read about it in the comic books, and obviously there's illustrations of the place, but to have the expanse that a film can give Wakanda, I think is going to be really cool. I think there's going to be some cool technological things going on, and it's going to be epic, I think, especially with Ryan leading the charge.
And the truth of the matter is, man, people want to see human stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give them something human, you give the opportunity to show them in different flavors. Humanity cuts through in most cases. So it's an exciting time, man. Whenever I see the kids dressing up as him, man, it's heartwarming, man. It's also terrifying because you don't want to disappoint those kids with a bad movie. You know what I'm saying?
That single shot of him in Creed, where the boxing scene, where you just see one shot, it looks like one take. I cannot wait to see what he does in Wakanda and be back with Michael B. Jordan.
Wakanda, as it's written in the comics, they are an anomaly because they are completely politically independent from the rest of the world. So for me, that is a really good place to start some drama, some global drama.
The other thing that people didn't necessarily know we were going to get, we actually got kind of an extensive look at Spider-Man Homecoming. They've only been shooting for less than 2 weeks, but we got our first look at some of the footage from the film. What did you think of the presentation they made, how they're framing that film? Very much kind of a high school coming-of-age movie.
Yeah, it just felt like a high school, very straight-up high school movie. They take us through Peter Parker's day at school. They have some great music playing, and he's kind of in classrooms. He's checking out girls. It feels very John Hughes inspired, very sweet, and then right at the end you see Vulture kind of coming down, so it's like, yeah, this is a high school movie, but it's gonna be a badass high school movie. And so I really love the Spider-Man stuff.
Mean Girls Spider-Man. That is, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's something that we don't ever see, that we haven't seen before from a Spider-Man movie, like actual high school drama. That's I think it's gonna be amazing.
Seriously though, quick question. Spill the dirt. Right. Tom, how much of a diva is he? Be real.
Tom is the nicest person in the world. He's staring at me from across over there, and I can't say anything more. Movie fights? Yeah, things ever. If I can be on movie fights, I love you guys.
Oh, that's going to happen. Absolutely.
Oh my God,
absolutely.
Do you know, so much happened in this panel that we almost forgot to talk about Thor Ragnarok and the footage that's screened from that, and the fact that clearly Thor and the Hulk are battling on Planet Hulk.
He was just going crazy about Thor.
Savage Hulk.
Yes,
Savage Hulk. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that nobody ever thought we'd ever see, because Planet Hulk really wasn't going to be a thing. But to see him in the sketches of him in the armor, oh my God.
We saw them kind of charging at each other in an arena, and at the end, Hulk is like has armor on. He's going to fight in some crazy devil-looking beast. I don't even know what that was. But you know what preceded it was something really funny. It was like a mockumentary about what happened with Thor during Civil War, and it felt like The Office, sort of. That showed you like Taika Waititi's humor, but then mixed with the action. But yeah,
It was just hilarious, the little teaser that they did to show like what they were doing during the whole Civil War as a kind of promo before the whole Ragnarok. And I'm telling you, even to know that they're just starting like 5 days into filming it, I'm so excited to see what they do with that. The cast sounds amazing that they're putting together and stuff. Not too sure what's going to happen with Natalie yet, though. They didn't mention her.
They didn't mention,
all.
no mention. We don't know where Jane Foster is.
Exactly, not right now, not yet.
I think the biggest piece of news is what we all suspected, which is that Kurt Russell is in fact playing Star-Lord's dad. But not only that, he's Ego.
Yes.
What?
Ego. Like, how is that even possible? He's a living planet.
Yeah.
How?
And not only is he a living planet, he's played by Kurt Russell. And oh, by the way, he's Peter Quill's father.
Yes, and Kurt Russell's also a living planet. That's what I've heard, at least.
That's true.
It's really about taking these characters, some of whom are great characters on the page, some of them are goofy on the page, but trying to put them into a movie and create them with real heart, real warmth, and real reality. That's what I try to do with Rocket, and I think it's the same thing I'm trying to do with Ego in this movie. And that's the center of the movie, in the same way Rocket is the center of the first film.
I wouldn't expect them to just be like father and son. I think there's going to be a twist there. I wonder if at the end they're antagonists. I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be really cool. And Kurt Russell was on stage, and everybody loved that too, yeah.
First of all, if you're worried about the tone being different, I don't know why you would. It had exactly the same tone as Guardians of the Galaxy. The humor was there. Yondu, you can tell he's doubling down on Rooker. Yondu had some badass stuff going on. If you love Groot already, Baby Groot, maybe the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then they showed a teaser trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that just brought the house down. I mean, they had all the Ravagers in costume. You know, they really put on a performance.
Oh my God, I love the obscure Marvel characters. I mean, listen, I'm a Marvel mega fan. I've loved Marvel since I was a little kid, so to be able to put a character like Taserface, who's a really goofy character, in Guardians of the Galaxy is like a joy to me, and probably at least 15 or 16 other people out there in the world.
I don't think I need to tell you who they are fans of. Doctor Strange. We saw some great Doctor Strange stuff. The Doctor himself, Benedict Cumberbatch, on stage, and a new trailer. What did you guys think of the new stuff we saw from Doctor Strange today?
Benedict Cumberbatch was the perfect casting. I mean, from the few moments that we saw in Hall H, I was convinced that it was Stephen Strange. In fact, we're big fans of the comics, and always, with comic fans, you have high expectations for the movies. And I'd say what Marvel had in just that, couple of minutes surpassed like what I could actually conceive.
Strange is the arrogant neurosurgeon that just wants to heal his own hands. Everyone's on there. Our agenda is just to gather the disciples and get ready for when these darker forces to protect themselves from the outer darker forces. Yeah.
Is there anything new that you learned from what we saw today? Something you didn't know about the movie that you're taking away from the new things that we saw in the hall today?
I mean, I think the visual effects of it were just totally blew my mind.
We had a lot of wire stuff, which was not simple wires, but where, when you're tangling in different ways, that you have to make sure your arm goes around and down here when you jump and land, and then spin the other way the next time. Which was kind of risky if you did it wrong. That was tricky, but we nailed it. I kept asking Scott, so is there any fighting? And he was pitching the story, yeah. That mask is flying kung fu. And I was like, I'm in, let's go.
Are you a big kung fu fan?
Giant. I wanted to be Bruce Lee when I was a kid.
They really take you to the astral plane. You really get to see, we've seen superheroes use technology and might and stuff like that, but how does magic play into that? And you really get to see that in the trailer.
I just popped my Comic-Con cherry and watching it with 11,000 fans, and it was just like, wow, it's stunning.
Oh, by the way, Brie Larson is Captain Marvel.
Yes. Now, she was rumored to be Captain Marvel. We were pretty sure that it was her, but they confirmed it today. She came out. She got a little picture. She took a little picture outside with a hat that I have now retweeted. I'm very excited about this casting. She is a tremendous actress. If you haven't seen Room, see it.
That announcement came out with the entire Marvel panel on stage. I think the place freaked out. That was probably the loudest that I heard Hall H.
Brie Larson in the last 5 years went from, one small film to an Oscar winner in less than 5 years. Now she's on the biggest stage. Marvel, they're going to make her lovely Captain Marvel. People wanted to see a Marvel lead in a female role. She's the one.
They didn't really like make a big deal of it. It's like, oh, it's Brie Larson, me.
Yeah.
But like, we're split.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
we are.
We're
We are
split.
very split. Yeah, you know, she's an incredible actress. I love her to death. I just not seen it yet.
Okay.
And I think that she's going to be just fine. I mean, the character of Carol Danvers is a really, really awesome, complex character that I think that she can pull off because she has that, the connection with audiences. From 21 Jump Street to Room, I mean, she's really good.
All right, everybody, that's it from here at San Diego Comic-Con 2016. It's almost dark out here, but the internet is lighting up. So much stuff happened today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything. Warner, DC, Justice League, Marvel, everything that broke today. We will always be covering it for you right here at Screen Junkies in the days and the weeks and the months to come. Thank you so much for watching. From Comic-Con here in San Diego, California, I'm Dan Merle for Hal Rudnick saying bye-bye.
Thanks again to sponsor T-Mobile. With double the LTE coverage, get your Screen Junkies fix in more places. To watch our previous show, click to the left. And to view everything else from Screen Junkies Central, click to the right.